Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another Manos luggage review. So for those of you who haven't already seen, Manos has been kind of pushing one of the videos I made for them, just like a pack with me to Greece, and it's been on YouTube for a bit as well, just a quick like shorts slash reels. And they gifted me the hybrid check-in in the size large for this collaboration, and I actually took that luggage along with my hybrid carry-on with me on my trip to Greece recently. So I just wanted to do a review to kind of show you guys how everything held up. Now for those of you who don't know, Europe is kind of just, cobblestones, loose gravel, loose but big rock chunks, so not just like a little bit of stuff like that. And I took this luggage basically with me on and off the ferries and all this kind of stuff. I kind of just wanted to talk about, first of all, what I did through my trip and what I actually put my luggage through. I took a Metro backpack actually, and then I took the hybrid carry-on and check-in large, and for those of you who don't know, all the Manos luggage do fold inside one another. And so what I didn't realize, rookie mistake, was when you get on some ferries, technically the limit is one luggage per person. So of course, me having a carry-on and a check bag, I just didn't want to chance it and have them be like, no sorry, you can't come on this ferry, because that was my only way of getting from island to island. And so in many instances, I actually ended up stuffing one luggage into another, and I actually found it more convenient to just kind of take my stuff around like that as I was getting on and off ferries. Nobody actually said anything about like, oh, exceeding the exceeding the one piece limit, stuff like that, because I saw tons of people with more than one piece of luggage with them. So for those of you who are worried about that, no biggie. But I did pack a lot because as a content creator, I do have to shoot a lot of content. So I did pack a lot of outfits, and both my luggage were actually stuffed to the brim. And so I actually had to figure out a way to not only stuff this carry-on full, but managed to put it inside my large check bag and managed to get both of them closed. So I actually sat and like jumped on my luggage and probably weighed it down more than it could handle, to be quite honest with you guys, which I know I shouldn't have done, but desperate times call for desperate measures. And so I really put this thing through the test weight-wise and durability-wise, and I'm happy to report that nothing happened. Nothing came of it, like nothing negative came of it. The wheels are totally intact. I kind of did a look around at both the check-in and the carry-on, and everything seems to be totally fine. Of course, my check bag has scratches just because it is a check bag, and my carry-on, I was forced to check that in last year, so it does have some like minor aesthetic damages, which I'm not too happy about, but what can I really do? But yeah, after coming back and pretty much packing everything and unpacking everything and stuffing, I stuffed this carry-on into my check bag 3 times. I think I stuffed it 3 times. And on the ferry, for those of you who don't know, sometimes they just like keep your luggage like standing up. So that's like basically, my luggage was honestly overweight. Let's just put it that way. Like this overweight luggage sitting on its wheels. And I don't know if this is true or not, but like I would assume so, that like if you keep the weight like obviously on the wheels and the wheels are at the bottom of a very heavy luggage, that'll probably wear out the wheels. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, like some ferries, or actually most ferries, there's not enough room for you to actually slide your luggage in. Like, you know, in the airplanes, when they put your luggage in the base of the airplane, they lay it down flat or sideways, like basically not so that it sits on the wheels. But on the ferries, there's really not much you can do about it. They do have racks, but obviously it's not enough. And so most often people are stuck with their luggages standing up. And so I did 3 ferry trips that were 2 to 3 hours long, all with my overweight luggage stuffed. And after those 3 trips, pretty much like 9 hours combined of just all this weight being pushed into these 4 wheels of my hybrid check bag, I am very happy to say that nothing has happened to the wheels. So that I think speaks on the quality of the luggage that Manos designs. I am still able to wheel my luggage on all 4 wheels or 2 wheels. So yeah, it was great. One thing I did notice though is that when I packed the check bag to the brim, the handle coming up from the luggage was a little bit hard to pull up. I would assume it's just because I literally had no more space left, and I could actually see a bulge coming out of the luggage, which was probably my sign that I packed way too much, but that's my content creator life. And so even through all of that, and then taking this overweight luggage and dragging it through the gravel, it all held up very, very well. So I'm very happy to say that the wheels are good, and even though I put it to the test, everything's totally fine. And once I took all of that weight off of the luggage, the handle once again pulled up nicely very smoothly. So it was just definitely a temporary issue from me pretty much stuffing my luggage to the point where there was actually no more space left. So I just wanted to show you guys quickly what my luggage looked like after I took it off of the belt. This is the check bag that I took with me to Greece. Of course, it is going to be scuffed up. As much as I would love to say that Monos doesn't scuff, all your high-end luggage brands will also scuff the way that regular luggage do as well. The side with the handle is pretty undamaged, which was something I was pretty happy about. And then taking a look at the other side, I can see here already that this has probably been in contact with somebody's red luggage, and because this portion is plastic and not necessarily the aluminum framing, part of it is scratched off. There's nothing much I can do about it, but I don't think that it's anything too major that I would be upset about because it doesn't damage the actual functionality of the luggage. Now, as you can see, as I flip the luggage over, it is very clear that the corners are quite scuffed up. This is also something I expect just because the corners are probably going to be the first thing that have some visual damage, visual wear and tear. You can see close to the base where the wheels are, the plastic parts have been scratched a bit. Once again, I'm not too concerned about this. There's no damage to the functionality of the luggage, which is my main concern. The wheels still work perfectly fine, even though, as you can see here, there is some minor aesthetic damage, once again, to the plastic portions of the wheel and the base of the luggage. The base of my luggage in general, the aluminum frame, is also scratched, although I think I could take that out with the sponge. And so now let's take a look at the luggage after I clean it off with the sponge that Monos provides with each purchase. You can see the backside scuff marks. I have removed most of them. The bigger ones just take a little bit more effort, and I just got back, so I was a bit tired doing this. But you can see that I cleaned up most of the luggage. I just need to go over probably a second time when I have a bit more energy and finish cleaning up the other sides. There's a bit of damage to this part of the luggage too. I wasn't too happy about that, but nothing you can really do. So final thoughts overall, I am actually super impressed with the way this luggage held up. I honestly, since the pandemic, like before then, I was still a student, so I was just kind of using like random luggage, you know, and then I don't think like this whole luggage thing really blew up until after COVID when people started traveling more and that kind of stuff. So I don't really have too much to put it to comparison to, but I will say that this is a very high quality luggage. I'm always super impressed with Monos's quality. I've never had an issue with it. Of course, the scuff marks and the exterior damage is going to be normal. That's inevitable. Even like the Rimowa bags, you know, they get damaged and scuffed too. But I will say after kind of cleaning it up with the sponge, I did manage to get most of the scuff marks out. Just to let you guys know though, you do really have to put in a lot of effort, a lot of force to get those scuff marks out. I think next time I travel, I might just buy like an Amazon luggage cover or something like that. I actually saw a lot of people use that this time around as the luggage were coming around the conveyor belt. I saw a ton of people with luggage covers, so that might be a new thing. But overall, like I said, I'm just like super impressed with the quality of Monos. The fact that I literally dragged this overweight luggage through Europe on its wheels and it stood to the test. I am super impressed, so I don't have any negative comments to say. My only tip is that for those of you who don't really want to have a luggage cover and think that's like too much of a hassle, I would probably go with Monos's terrazzo luggage because I have that in the checked medium size, and my coworkers brought up a really valid point is that because it has this kind of like weird pattern to it, if you get scuff marks on it, it's not going to be as visible as if you have a lighter color luggage. And once again, if you are worried about the kind of like aesthetics or the getting the scuff marks on your luggage and you don't really have a preference in terms of color, then I would definitely recommend you veer towards their darker color schemes, just because once again, the scuff marks are usually black or like red from other people's luggage and stuff like that, and so it would be in your best interest if you don't really want to see those or it just really bothers you to either go with a luggage cover or go with a darker color luggage. And so next time I'm going to Asia, and I know that like once I stop in Japan, they're going to handle my luggage a lot more differently than other airlines do. You guys have probably all seen the videos, and so I might try to do a luggage cover this time around, but we'll see. But yeah, that was it for this Monos review. I hope you guys liked it. As always, you can leave comments below if you have any questions. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.